Hi Isabella, good morning all of you. So we start sitting cross-legged. If you can sit cross-legged, if you cannot sit cross-legged, just sit in any pose you can sit. And then for today, have your left leg to the front. The left shin bone is parallel towards your mat. And then first hold on to your knees. And then slightly pull your knees back so that you can feel the head of your femur bones sucking into their sockets, and simultaneously push your sacrum into the body. Your middle buttocks, push it into the body so that you can feel the compactness here around your hips. Then lift your armpits away from your outer hips. You want to lift your chest away from the floor, away from your pelvis. And spread well your clavicles. Annika, lift a little bit your chin. All of you have your chin parallel to the floor and your gaze parallel and even a little bit higher than parallel. Actually, all of you lift your head, look towards the ceiling, take the forehead up towards the ceiling and feel how your chest is lifting. Pull your knees back, feel your chest lifting. Keep your chest high as it is and then look forward again. And then join your palms in front of you. Bring the base of your thumbs to touch the base of your sternum. And then have the other fingers, have them all together. The base of your thumbs touching the sternum, the base of your sternum, and the nails are touching the top of your sternum. The other fingers are all together and slightly bent towards me. And then close your eyes. And press your sitting bones into your support. Both sitting bones the same way. Let the crown of your head face the ceiling and then let it extend towards the ceiling even more. Feel that your thighs are extending towards your knees and your hip bones are moving away from your thighs. And then settle your mind, settle your body. Take your attention towards your breath. Feel the touch of your breath. And remember that the breath is always in the present moment. There's no past breath, no future breath. It's always in the present moment. Use the inhalation to lift your spine, to open the center chest. And when you exhale, release any tension in your face, in your head, around your shoulders, around your navel. Connect the front ribs towards the back ribs, and the back ribs, lift them up so that your waist becomes longer. And silently chant the 3 Oms, and then we do them together. And keep your chest up. Keep your clavicles spreading. Below your clavicles as well. Keep that area spreading. And with your next exhalation, lower your head. Allow your mind to flow into the space of your heart. Keep your chest up. Take your hands down. Bring your elbows slightly behind your trunk. Keep your armpits up. And then raise your head and stay there with your eyes closed. And your sitting bones pressing down, your clavicles are spreading, and pin the back, the tip of your shoulders, pin that back. And feel that your head, your chest, and your pelvis, that they're all on one and the same line. When you inhale, you lift your chest, you spread your chest. And when you exhale, you try to keep your chest up. And then you exhale. And be aware of your own existence in this present moment. And then very gently open your eyes. And then extend your legs. Extend your legs and spread your legs. Do not exaggerate. Do not exaggerate. We are at the beginning. And then often we extend more the heels than the groins. We want to really extend the groins more. Bring your hands behind you. If you don't reach the floor anymore, bring your thumbs onto your support. And then lift up. Extend your heels away from your buttocks. Pull your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up. And then be aware that you're not pushing your chest forward or backwards. So bring your hips, your shoulders in line with your hips. The circumference of your chest in line with that of your hips. And then lift from your pubis, lift up towards your navel. From your navel towards the tip of your shoulders. Pull your kneecaps up, your thigh muscles up. Push well your thighs down. Extend your calves towards your heels. And then keep your thighs moving down. Keep your hip bones lifting away from your thighs. And then spread your arms out to the side. Then turn your palms up. Don't let your thighs become lighter. Press well your thighs down. Extend your calves towards your heels. Your middle buttock, push it in. And then take your arms back first so that you feel that you're opening the back of your armpit. And then exhale, take your arms up. And interlock your thumbs. Interlock your thumbs. Extend your fingers up towards the ceiling. And when we take the arms up, be careful that you're not dipping your lumbar forward. Your lower ribs have to resist back. You want only to extend your lumbar. Then spread your feet from the big toes towards the little toes and be right onto the center of your heels. Look at your feet. You shouldn't see the inner heels. So sitting bones down, lift up. From your pubis, lift up towards your navel. From your navel towards your diaphragm. And then towards your fingers. And when you exhale, let the skin from your shoulders drop down towards your buttocks. And just change the interlock of your fingers. Stand up your nails. Keep your left arm lean out straight. Extend from your elbows towards your wrists and from your elbows down towards your inner shoulders. Then keep the length in the sides of your trunk. Take your arms down. And then just bend your right leg first. Bend your right leg. If you don't have any issues in your knees, like Jane and Lisa, you can keep your foot away. The other, see, can you bring your foot very close to your buttock? And the toes are still pointing to the right. They're not pointing forward. And then you lift your right arm, bend your arm, and press it against the knee. So we are not twisting. Just take the other arm behind you. We just want to open the groin. So see how close you can bring that leg. And then be upright again. Don't turn towards the left. Just be upright. With your elbow, press against the knee. And with your right buttock, push it forward. So you open your right groin. And then lift bottom sternum to top sternum, more ego, lift well your chest. The crown of your head, lift it up. And Katya, if it's too much, just have your legs stretched out, if it's too much for your groin, and then just bend the leg in Marichasana. So, yes. Or Baddha Konasana, it's fine as well. The others, press the center heel of your left foot down, your right foot into the floor, and then press your elbow against the knee, and the knee against the elbow, and lift up, bottom sternum to top sternum. Feel the skin at the back, that you're not lifting your shoulders, that the skin is dropping down. Then release the leg, come back into Upavista Konasana. You can just stay in Baddha Konasana, see what you can do, Katya. And then bend your left leg and bring it close towards the brick, close towards your buttock. And raise the left arm up, bend it, and then just press it against the leg. Don't lean back or to the side, just be upright. Both sitting bones are pressing down. Your right hand can go to the floor. Press well the inner left foot down, more steady, the left big toe, press it down. Your toes have to go from the little toe towards the big toes, the metatarsals. And then lift up, sitting bones down, both of your sitting bones down. Lift the front of your spine. And feel as well, the more you press your heel down, the more you extend the vertebra at your sacrum. They're becoming long. Spread your clavicles. Take the head back, Isabella, take the head back. And you want not only to spread your clavicles, you want to lift your clavicles up towards the ceiling. So when you inhale, lift the front of your spine. And when you exhale, from your shoulders, drop back down. Good. And then release the leg. Come back into Upavista Konasana. For a moment, bring your hands back. Extend your heels, pull your kneecaps up. And then close your legs. And then we are going to lie down first, before we work our legs. So lie down. If you need a blanket for your pelvis, use a blanket. And then lie with your buttocks onto the blanket. And then put your head in the middle of your shoulders. And then feel the tip of your shoulders. They're always coming up. You have to really spread your clavicles and push your shoulders down. Push your shoulders down so that the bones of your shoulders are on the floor. And you feel a nice spread at the top of your chest. Then lift your hips and with your hands extend the skin, the flesh of your buttocks away. And then bring your hips down again. Have your feet hip width, all of you, have your feet hip width. And then bring your left heel onto the right knee. So ideally the shin bone is parallel towards you. See if you can take your left knee a little bit further away. Then take your arms up. And then again, watch your shoulders. Don't take the bones off the floor. You have the floor now as a support. So let your upper arms drop down. Then hold on to your elbows. Keep your shoulders down and then take your arms over your head. And extend them away. If they don't reach the floor, don't worry. And then with your next exhalation, turn your legs towards the right, so that the whole of your left foot is on the floor and the outer edge of the right foot is on the floor. And then close your eyes. Let me see. Close your eyes. Long, drop them down, Lisa. Yes. Good. And then the left knee, take it a little bit away from your face. And then breathe. Long, smooth inhalations, long, smooth exhalations. And here you have to be careful as well not to drop your lumbar, because it's easy to drop your lumbar here as well. So when you inhale, you lift from your pubis towards your navel. Then you draw the abdominal wall slightly in and then lift up towards your shoulders. And when you exhale from your shoulders at the back, extend towards your buttocks. The left knee, take it further away towards the wall behind you. But keep pressing your big toe down. So the head is still in the center of your shoulders. And your elbows, if you can, are on the floor, and your shoulders are staying on the floor. So the legs are turning towards the right, but the skin of your trunk is turning from the right to the left. The abdomen, the diaphragm, and your armpit chest. And you're lying down, so your tongue has to move back towards its own root. Feel your right thigh moving towards the knee, but your right hip bone lifted up towards your chest. Then come back to the center. Release your legs first. Have your feet hip width. Take your arms up. Change the fold of your arms. Keep your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders down. Feel the sides of your neck are long. And then take your arms over. And then take your right foot onto the knee, onto the left knee, and take your right knee a little bit away from your chest, away from your face. And then take the abdomen down, the navel bend, take it down, and then go towards the left. Place your right foot onto the floor, the right knee, move it away from your left shoulder, and then close your eyes. And then lift pubis to navel, draw the abdominal walls in, and then further up. And when you exhale from your shoulders at the back, extend towards your buttocks. difference one side and the other, if you feel any. With me it feels like I'm two different persons. So both of your hip bones are lifting towards your chest. Then come back up to the center. Release your legs. Release your arms as well. We're doing one more. Take your arms up towards the ceiling and again let your shoulders drop. When you drop your shoulders, you can feel that your sternum is lifting by itself so that you don't even need any muscles to lift up. So you just push your shoulders down, interlock your fingers, keep your fist closed, and then take your arms over the head. And again, don't force your arms down. You can put a ball so that you don't reach the floor behind your head. Then join your feet. Take your left leg over the right. Cross over your thighs. Now move your right foot towards the left buttock. Draw your navel in and then drop your legs towards the right, so that the inner left foot is on the floor and the outer right foot. And then extend your arms away from your head and close your eyes. And breathe. Here as well, long, smooth inhalations without dropping your lumbar. Yes, well done. Long, smooth exhalations. And if you feel any restriction, take your breath there and allow it to leave your body. Don't hang on onto this restriction. They're all tensions. Inhale into that spot, and when you exhale, release. Breathe into your outer left hip. Exhale, release all the tension there. Again here the legs are turning to the right, but the skin of your trunk, turn it to the left. And then come up to the ceiling, keep your arms there, keep your legs like they are, just walk your right foot back to the right buttock. And then extend your arms so you have the length and the size of your trunk. Let your navel drop and then take your legs to the left as they are. So it's only the inner right foot now on the floor. And breathe into your outer right hip. Or wherever you feel tension. I feel the tension there. So inhale, exhale, wherever you feel your tension, your restrictions, and just let go. Keep both shoulders down if you can, the right shoulder as well. And then come back up to the center. Help. Take your legs down. Take your arms forward. Change the interlock of your fingers. Put the other index finger to the front. Take your arms back. Then take your right leg now over the left, the thigh, really the middle thigh, cross the thighs. Then move your left foot towards your right buttock. Take your navel back, spread your navel bend, and then drop your legs towards the left. So that's the inner right foot now on the floor, the outer edge of your left foot. Move your right hip away from your armpit and close your eyes. Long, smooth inhalations, long, smooth exhalations. And your right hip, move it away from your armpit. And keep breathing. When you inhale, pull your pubis towards your navel. And when you exhale, extend all the back of your body. And then come back up. Move the foot back towards the left side and then exhale, turn towards your right. Keep the right leg over the left, Hannah, and then just back, turn your legs towards the right. Extend your arms from your elbows towards your wrists and from your elbows down towards your inner shoulders. And then as well, feel the difference one side and the other. And then come back to the center. Release your legs. Release your arms as well. Take them along the sides of your trunk. Actually, interlock your fingers and take your hands under your head. And spread well your elbows so you can extend the occipital bone away from your shoulders. So if anyone is menstruating this week, you just do Baddha Konasana for a moment. The others, feel your sacrum, feel the sacrum, the joints at the sacrum, feel them down, both sides, feel them down. And then you have a space here in your spine, so you don't push your lower spine down. The sacrum is down. Then lift only your feet off the floor without puffing your abdomen. You have to puff your chest, but not your abdomen. So bring your breath into your chest, extend well your elbows. Feel your sacrum onto the floor, the sacrum bend. feel it onto the floor. And when you exhale, extend from your knees up towards your heels, so that your sacrum band is still on the floor and you're not doing more than 90 degrees, actually 90 degrees or less. And then spread well your toes. Have a space between each toe. And Katja, take your hands under your head. Einmal die Hände einfach unterm Kopf. Stand well, spread the soles of your feet, the little toe side, draw it back towards your hips, and then grip your hips. Open well the back of your knees, the front of your thighs, push them back. And then bend your legs, lift your head, change the interlock of your fingers, and then put your hands, your head again into your hands. And then you can pull your hands a little bit away. So you're extending the occipital bone, and the sides of your neck are long. Then if your elbows are touching the floor, make sure they're both touching on the same spot. Then again, lift only your feet off the floor, and then don't puff your abdomen. See, can you puff your chest? Can you lift your breath into your chest? And then exhale, extend from the back of your knees up towards the heels. Keep your eyes open. Yes, beautiful. Good. Open more the knees, Lena. From the back of your knees, extend towards your heels. And the front of your thighs, you're pushing them back. And your sitting bones, they're looking towards the wall behind you. They're not lifting towards your heels. And then come down, release your hands, turn to one side, and then we're going to do Adho Mukha Svanasana. So bring your hands down. I don't know if anyone has a wall there, but be careful if you have the wall behind you. Walk a little bit more forward. And then have your fingers turned out a little bit for today, so that you already can feel the rotation of your arms. Then tuck your toes under. Inhale, exhale, come up to your first Adho Mukha Svanasana without attacking the body. So use your breath. Inhale to extend your arms. Exhale, inhale, exhale to extend your legs. And again, pull your thighs up, the front of your thighs. So the front of your thighs actually are lifting your kneecaps up. And then push them well back, Jay. Push them well back. Mind your elbows, Lisa. Don't collapse your elbows. The forearms, they want to move away from the floor. Actually, imagine that you want to extend your elbows towards your hands. And then the upper arms are turning from inside out. Then join your feet at the back. See if you can extend the heels back and down. Heels back and down, even if they're not all on the floor. Then press your right hand firmly down. And when you exhale, lift your right leg up. Shoot the right heel up towards the ceiling. And keep the heel turning out towards the right. Don't drop your left hip. Lift your left hip and your navel is facing forward. It's not dropping. Then take the leg down. Keep your feet together. Press your hands. Your upper arms are turning from inside out. And then press your left hand and shoot your left foot up towards the ceiling without collapsing your outer right hip. Then bring the leg down. Walk forward. Have your feet as wide as your mat. And bring your fingertips under your shoulders for a concave spine. So if you don't reach the floor, put your hands onto your shin bone. It's fine as well. If you reach the floor, keep your fingertips there. Look straight ahead. Yes, and lift your chest more, Jay. Bottom sternum to top sternum. Good work. Lift your inner thighs, Anika, all of you. Lift from the inner knees up towards your groins and push your thighs back. Look along the floor. Leave your hands where they are and see, can you move your upper arms forward. Move your upper arms more forward, your thighs more back, and feel your dorsal spine moving in. Then spread your navel bend, push the base of your big toes down, and then hold onto your elbows and let your trunk hang. On the way down, look at your big toes, that they're pressing down, that they have a space between all the other toes. Then look at your knees, pull them up. So your inner knees are lifting up, and your outer knees, they want to resist back. Your navel band is spreading, it's moving back, but your sacrum band is pushing forward. Your elbows are pointing towards the floor, and your trunk wants to move more towards your legs. Feel the back of your thighs spreading from inside out. Good, well done. And then change the fold of your arms. If you have them folded, change the fold of your arms. Then release your hands down, walk forward again for Adho Mukha Svanasana. We're going to do it one more time. Have your heels, your feet together. Heels extending back and down without collapsing the front of your thighs. The arms are extending towards your hands, and then the upper arms are turning from inside out. And then one more time, press your right hand down and shoot your right foot up into the air. The hips are in line. From your hand towards your heels, long distance. Then take the leg down, press your left hand down, exhale and extend the left leg up. And turn your left heel a little bit towards the left ego. And then come back down. Walk forward, put your hands onto your hips. Look along the floor, press your big toes down. Inhale, come up. Look up towards the ceiling first. Keep the base of your throat broad and then look straight ahead. And then turn towards me. Turn towards me. Have your bricks behind you. We're going to need the bricks. So we're first going to do Virabhadrasana 2. Join your big, first we're going to do Tadasana. Join your big toes and be careful if you don't have a mat, Lena, don't jump. Just be on the floor and don't jump. At least if you have a wooden floor, you might be jumping as well. So big toes touching, spread all the other toes. Look at your toes that they're really spread. So this week in class, we put pens in between the little toe and the fourth toe, so that you always have this space there. Extend your arms down and then look straight ahead. Feel the weight on your feet. Feel if it's more on the front of your feet, or the back of your feet, or it's right up into the arches of your feet. Then lift your legs up, the inner thighs, the inner legs, lift them up. The more you press your big toes down, the more you can feel your groins moving into the body. And the back of, the back of your thighs are turning from inside out. Take the front of your thighs back, lift up bottom sternum to top sternum, and then spread your arms out to the sides. Take your hands forward. Inhale, jump or walk your legs apart and your arms. And then make sure that your wrists are above your ankle bones, because you need to be wide to do a right ankle. Then your pelvic floor is still facing the floor. Don't push it back or forward. It's still facing the floor. Then turn your palms up. Take your arms back like we've done before. And then take your arms up. Interlock your thumbs. I'm not seeing my fingers anymore. And lift up. Use your hands to lift your spine out of your hips. Turn your left foot slightly in and the whole of your right leg out. Keep your legs straight and turn your right ribs forward. Turn them towards me. And lift your hands up. So you lift your spine out of your hips. Your left thigh is resisting back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend your right leg from your groin towards the inner knee. Then the inner knee is resisting back. Don't go to the right with your trunk. Your fingertips are pointing up. Turn your abdomen away from the leg and then release your arms. Extend from the sternum towards your left thumb and then turn your head to look towards your right middle finger. Both thighs have to push back. Your hips want to push forward. And then keep lifting from your pubis towards the tip of your shoulders. And when you exhale, the skin from your shoulders, let it drop down. Press your outer right foot down, re-extend the leg, turn the feet forward, turn your palms up, take your arms back, and then again lift them up. Change the interlock, extend up, turn your right foot in, and the whole of your left leg out. So if you need to look that the heel is in line with the arch of the foot, do that. But after, I would say, 3, 4, 5 years of yoga, you shouldn't look anymore. Turn well your thigh, lift up, turn your left ribs forward. You inhale to lift up, and then you exhale, you bend. You know that you have to bend from here. So bend, bend, bend. Lena, look at your knee. The knee does not overshoot the foot. You have to be at a right angle. Widen your legs more. And then release your arms. Keep extending from your sternum into your right hand. And then turn your head to look towards your left middle finger. And keep breathing. Your inner left knee has to resist towards the outer knee. And then lift pubis to navel to diaphragm. And when you exhale from your shoulders, drop the skin down. Your left arm is parallel towards your left thigh. Push both thighs back to the wall behind you. And your middle buttock, push it forward. And then press your outer left foot, re-extend the leg, turn the feet forward and just place your hands onto your hips. Look at your big toes that they are in line. Now we're going to do Parsvakonasana. So now you should already feel a little bit your groins. So spread your arms out to the sides. The front of your thighs are resisting back and the middle buttock resisted forward. Then turn your left foot in like you've just done, the whole of your right leg out. Lift your chest. You don't have the help of your hands, but you have now the arms are spreading your chest. Exhale, bend the leg again. Bend the leg to a right angle. Take your left arm up and then come over your leg. If you need the brick, take the brick to the inside of the foot and extend the top arm up first. So be careful of the back leg. Don't let it drop. You have to extend. The inner thigh has to hit back so that you have more weight onto your outer left foot. The arm is to the inside, Lisa. Take the arm to the inside, or do you have it to the inside of the leg? Yeah, you probably have it, sorry. Then turn the whole of your left arm towards you. Press your outer left foot down, and from that pressing down, you're taking your arm over your ear. Your palm has to look towards the floor. And then press your right arm against the knee and turn your trunk. Turn the abdomen, the diaphragm, the armpit, chest, like we've done lying down. And here, like we've taken the foot up in Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana, big distance from your foot and your left hand. From your left hip, extend towards your outer heel, and from the left hip, extend towards your left fingers. Then raise your top arm, extend your bottom leg, and then come up. Turn your feet forward, keep your arms there. Keep your arms there, open your chest, turn your right toes in and the left leg out. Lift your chest, bottom sternum to top sternum. Exhale, bend the leg from your groin towards the inner knee. Keep the back leg straight and ego. The back leg straight. Then lift the arm up, come over your leg, bring your hands down in front of the leg. And then take the top arm up first. And then do not collapse the right leg. The inner thigh has to resist towards the outer thigh. The calf extended towards the heel. And then press your outer foot down. Turn your right arm towards you. And then take it over your ear. And then turn. Use your left hand. Push your leg back. Exhale, turn. When you inhale, lift your chest so you're not puffing your abdomen. Your left buttock, take it in so you open your groin more. And keep breathing. And then take your right arm up, extend the left leg, press your feet, come up, turn your feet forward. And then if you can jump or step your legs back together. Then we're going to do again Adho Mukha Svanasana and lift the leg. Now getting warm here. Put your hands down, walk your legs back. First have your feet apart. And get the height in your hips. Use the pressure of your palms down to lift your trunk up. Then again, join your feet. Press well your right hand down. And then exhale, shoot your right heel up. Turn the heel to the right. Look forward. And with your next exhalation, take your foot in between your hands. So I'm turning towards you, you can see me better. Then bend your left leg down. You bend your left leg down, then you take your right hand to the inside of the foot. You cannot see me there. Take the right hand to the inside of the foot. And then walk your hands forward. Walk your hands forward, look towards your hands. And then see, can you bend your elbows onto the floor and look towards your hands. Now it's your outer right knee resisting to the inner knee. Your shoulders, draw them away from your ears. Breathe into your right groin. The outer knee resisted towards the inner knee. And then walk your hands back. Take your legs back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep your feet apart first. Again, get the length in your hips, in your pelvis. Extend it up. Push the front of your thighs back. And then join your feet again. Push the front of your thighs back. Push your left hand down. Inhale, exhale, shoot your left foot up. Keep the heel turning out. Your right hip, keep it back. Look forward. Inhale, lift it higher. Exhale, take it in between your feet. And then bend your right leg down and put the foot down. Take the right hand to the inside of the foot and then walk both hands forward. The hands are doing Adho Mukha Svanasana, so don't be on your fist. Keep your palms down onto the floor, thumb and index finger down, and then see, can you bend your elbows? At least one elbow at least try to bend. And then extend the occipital bone away from your shoulders away from the occipital bone. Don't allow the left knee to move so far away from your trunk. Outer knee to inner knee. Outer knee to inner knee. The thigh wants to come back towards your trunk. And then come back up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep your feet apart, lift the front of your thighs, push them back. Good. Release your head, Lisa. Your navel bend, spread it. And Anna, push more your thighs back. Push them more back. Okay. And then walk forward. Put your hands onto your hips. Look along the floor and come up. Look up towards the ceiling and then look straight ahead. And then go and get a chair. Any chair will do. Any chair you have will do. And then, I would say for Jane or for everyone, you can take a blanket for the shin bones. The trouble is that when you go onto your knees, you put so much weight onto your knees, and the weight should be more onto your shin bones. So I just want to continue open the groins for a moment. So any chair will do. Then you come kneeling onto your blanket. And put your hands onto your hips a moment and lift your chest up. Yes, any chair is fine. Then put your hands, Jane, put your thumbs onto your sacrum, onto the skin of your buttocks, and push your sacrum down. Yes. So the sacrum is moving down. Take your shoulders back, Anna, shoulders back, and then the back of your arms from your shoulders, drop it towards your elbows. And then see, are your shin bones pressing down, or is there space between your shin bones and the blanket or the floor? So they should press down. Then take your chair. If it's too difficult, put the chair further away. Take your chair and place your right foot onto the chair. And then you can hold here onto the backrest of the chair. And press your right foot into the seat of the chair. If you can walk a little bit forward, Lena, if the chair is too far away, and the others as well. Walk forward, walk back. Hold the hands a little bit lower down, Igor, and then look straight ahead. Okay. Press your big toes into the seat of the chair. You can feel as well the left thigh, but I want you more to extend your left calf towards the heel. Left calf towards the heel. And the left shin bone has to press down. You cannot see the left big toe, but make sure it's pointing straight back. Then spread your navel, bend. Don't puff your abdomen. Take your breath right into your chest. Then common sense, otherwise you only lift one arm. Take your arms up. Interlock your thumbs. And extend your nails up towards the ceiling. If you cannot take both arms up, just take one arm up. And then push your shoulder blades into the body. Your left calf extended towards the heel. Keep breathing. Inhale, press all the points down which are touching the chair or the floor. Lift up the front of your spine. And when you exhale from your shoulders, drop down towards your buttocks. And then release your hands and release your leg if you can. And take it down. If it's too little, you can make it higher here to put, you can even put a bolster there. Then the other leg. Take, this is difficult for me, so take the other leg up and then first hold on to the chair, and you can hold on to the seat of the chair as well. That's not important where you hold it, but keep your toes spreading, keep your right calf extending towards the heel and the right big toe straight back. Don't let the big toe move towards the left. And then feel the difference here, one side and the other. You can feel your right groin as well. Keep lifting, lift your chest, bring your breath into your chest. And then if you can, take your arms up, or only one arm, whatever is better for you, interlock your thumbs and extend up. Lift pubis to navel, lift up towards your clavicles. The clavicles as well, you want to lift them up. And from your shoulders, drop back towards your buttocks. Keep breathing. Use the inhalations to lift up. And when you exhale, extend from your shoulders down towards your buttocks. And then come down with your hands. Bring your leg down. Good. And then come up standing. Keep the chair, but remove your blanket. And keep the chair onto your right hand side. And then place your right foot onto the seat of the chair. So with your toes pointing towards the right. Have your right hand here so you resist the knee back. Put your left hand onto your hip and find the length here on the inside of your leg. Lift your thigh up so you pull your kneecap up as well. Take your head back, clavicles spread, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Then keep the knee there. Resist the inner knee towards the outer knee and spread your arms. Don't have your hip up here. Just let the hip drop so that the sitting bones at the moment are equidistant from the floor. Okay. And then lift your chest, exhale, bend down, take the hand to the inside of your foot. Fingertips, you can even hold here the ankle bone if you're not reaching. And take the top arm up. Take your head back. Look up first towards your left thumb. Just move around so you can see. Push with your right arm, push your thigh back. And turn the skin of your chest towards the ceiling. Then turn your left arm, turn it back towards the wall behind you. And then take the back of your left hand onto your right buttock so you can push your buttock more forward. But take your shoulder, the left shoulder, take it back. So take your left shoulder, so don't let it drop here. You have to take it back, turn, turn, turn. Then look forward towards me only with your head, but keep your shoulder back. Bend your right arm. See if you can remove the gap between your ribs and your thigh. And then you just take your arm around and see if you can catch. But don't take your chest forward and your buttocks back. So the buttocks are forward and your chest is back. Ears in line with your shoulders, and if you can, turn your head to look up. And then press well, the bottom foot into the floor, the other foot into the chair. Lift the whole of your spine towards the right. And when you exhale, turn. If you cannot catch, just keep your hand down or just extend the fingers up. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Exhale, turn from your right armpit chest towards the left armpit chest. And do not overextend the left leg. Push your calf into the heel. And then exhale. Come back up. Release the leg. Take the chair to the other side. Get all rid of the toxins we had yesterday. So take your left foot onto the seat of the chair. The heel is in line with the arch of the foot, and then keep your arm here first. The other hand can go onto your hip, but let the skin drop. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Good. All done. And then keep your knee there. Spread your arms. Keep the inner knee resisting to the outer knee. The outer left foot, press it down. And then come forward. Fingertips, whatever you reach. You can put your palm down there as well. And then extend up. But keep your head back first. Keep your head back and first look up towards your right thumb. Push your buttock forward with your arm. Push your leg back. Then turn your right hand, turn it to the wall behind you. Bend the arm and take it towards your left buttock and push your buttock in. Push it in. Then look towards me. Bend your left elbow. See if you drop your ribs onto your thighs. And then take the arm down and go and catch. If you catch easily, or if you've got long arms like I have, the left hand has to catch your right wrist. Then take your head back. The head is in line with your sacrum. Push your right calf into the floor to lift up your inner thigh. And then very gently turn and look up towards the ceiling. And keep breathing. With every inhalation, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Yes, well done. Bravissimo. See, Anita, if you can let your left ribs drop a little bit more. So the ribs and the thigh, they are like lovers. They want to stay together. Keep breathing. Inhale to lift the front of your spine. Exhale, use it to turn from your left armpit chest towards the right armpit chest. And very gently come back up and release. Good. Then the chair can go away. We're going to do Upavista Konasana again. We're going to do Parivrita Upavista Konasana. So have a blanket. Yes, you can have a blanket, but don't sit on the blanket. Just let me sit. Just then Upavista Konasana without the blanket first. Just let's do it without the blanket first. If you really are sitting onto your back, then you should take a blanket. But see if you can sit on your sitting bones. Because here we are going to lift one buttock up. Good. Yes, and Igor, you sit on a little bit of blanket. Sit on a little bit of blanket. Good. And the heels, press your heels down and don't think you have to widen your heels so much if nothing is happening here. It's more important that you open your groins. So then take your hands forward. Are we all there? Yes. Take your hands forward. Walk forward a little bit. Then turn your right hand up towards the ceiling. And then slide towards your right foot. and see if you can hold on to your big toe. If your elbow doesn't go down, you can use the brick, or you can even use the belt and the brick. So see if you can bring your elbow down. And when you do this, here, your left sitting bone has to come off the floor. Don't leave it onto the floor because then you break your spine. You cannot extend your spine. So you have to lift your left sitting bone, but the left heel stays heavy. So the elbow or onto the floor or onto your brick, and then take your left hand onto your hip. And then first lift bottom sternum to top sternum. The left heel is heavy, and the left sitting bone is off the floor. It's light. Yes. Oh, that looks a little bit too much to me, Jane. Take the blue foam ball away. Only the blue one. Take only the blue one away. Yes, only that one. The brick you can keep. No, keep the brick. Yes, keep the brick. Yes. And then give yourself more bend. Then left hand onto your hip. Don't let your left shoulder drop. You want to take the left shoulder back. Your left ribs back, your right ribs forward. Take the top arm up. Turn the arm towards you. Now, when you take the arm over your head, keep it there first. Feel that your body becomes more heavy. And then if you can't you keep the arm like this, if you can bend the arm and hold on to the little toe side, onto the belt, the people who have the belt. And then the left elbow, lift it up. Your left ear, attach it towards your left arm. And then when you inhale, you extend your spine towards the right. And when you exhale, lean back and turn your trunk towards the seat. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift towards the right. Exhale, turn. Keep your left foot spreading from the big toe to the little toe. Then turn towards the floor. Take your hands down and come to the center. So it's not such a big trauma to come up from there. Press both sitting bones down again. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Then turn your left hand up. Go and see, can you catch your big toe or the belt? And then put your elbow onto the floor, onto the brick, and then put your hand onto your hip. Stay there. You cannot see me anymore. I went dark. Stay there. Take your hand onto the hip and then see that your right sitting bone has become lighter. Press well your right heel down. Lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Then take the top arm up. Turn the palm. You have to turn your shoulder. Turn from your shoulder, not only your palm. Take your hand down so that your shoulder is moving away from your ear. And then if you cannot catch the foot, you stay there. If you can catch the foot or the belt, catch it. Then your right ear, attach it towards your arm so you don't let your head hang loose. The elbow can come a little bit forward. And then you inhale, lift towards the left leg. Exhale, turn up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift bottom sternum to top sternum. Exhale, turn. See, can the right elbow go further back? One more long inhalation. One more long exhalation. And then turn back towards the floor. Come to the center. Walk your arms back and then close your legs. And we're going to do Paschimottanasana. So if you need a little bit of blanket, sit on the blanket and have a support for your head. So lately I quite like to use, I get my head onto the shin bone, but I quite like to use the brick so that with my forehead I can push it more down. So if you have to keep your legs apart, keep your legs apart. Lift up first, bottom sternum to top sternum. Let the crown of your head lift up. And the back of your thighs, like in Uttanasana, the back of your thighs have to turn from inside out. Raise your arms up, but press your thighs down. Shoulder blades, the Stefania steady, shoulder blades more in. Then look up. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Hold on to your feet, but keep your arms straight and look up. If you can't catch your feet, catch your shin bones and look up. Look up, because when you look up and the head goes back, the back of your head connects with your dorsal spine. But you have to draw your shoulders down, shoulder blades down and in. Feel your thighs. Don't allow your thighs to become lighter. Press them down. And then inhale, exhale, bend your elbows. Drop your head on whatever support you have. Keep your hands onto your feet. Keep your elbows broad so that your shoulder blades are broad as well. And then keep breathing into the back of your body. Yeah, well done, Igor. That's fine. Yes, Stefan, whatever you have. You're fine and you look up, Katja, that's fine. You can go a little bit lower. And then when you go low, in Paschimottanasana, it's like when we do Uttanasana. When you come more forward and you move your hips more forward, your sitting bones are moving more back. Long, smooth inhalations, long, smooth exhalation. Yes, well done. Brava. You know, Isabella, you can even keep your feet wide. Keep your feet a little bit wider for today, just for today. And then all of you lift your head. Extend your arms up again. Keep the sides of the length and the sides of your trunk. Take your hands down. And then keep your feet wide. Have your feet wide as your mat. And then take your left leg, the arch of your foot here, place it next to the knee. So it's not really Janushirshasana, it's just the support for the knee. And then again you lift up and then come forward. See how far you can walk. And then the left arch of the foot is giving a support to the knee. Your sitting bones are sliding back. And the center of your right heel is pressing down. Feel the sides of your neck long and feel that you're still lifting bottom sternum to top sternum. And then raise your head, walk your hands back. It's actually very good for the lower back to do this. You can rest your head on something, but for today we just do it like this. Then take the other leg and see that the arches of your feet are really made for the inside of your knee. Then lift up. If the knee comes up higher, then sit on something. Raise your arms. Turn your palms forward. Inhale, lift, exhale, come forward. And press the center heel of your left foot down. And your shoulders, draw them back. And again here, see how one side is so much different than the other. And then raise your head, walk your hands back and release your legs. And we're doing one more Baddha Konasana. You can sit on the floor because I want you to join your feet, but keep your feet away from you. Keep your feet away from you so that your sitting bones are down. Then you hold on to your shin bones and see if you can lift up. And see that your knees are lifting up as well. It doesn't matter. Lift up. Just close your eyes. You're not going forward. Hold on to your shin bones. Feel your sitting bones down. Then the head, your chest, and your pelvis all on one and the same line. And then keep shoulder blades well in eagle. Keep lifting bottom sternum to top sternum. When you inhale, extend the front of your spine. And when you exhale, the back of your spine. Feel the sides of your neck long and see, can you push your middle buttock in the sacrum bend? Can you push that in? And then open your eyes, extend your legs. And then we're going to prepare for Shavasana. So you prepare for Shavasana, but we're going to do one more lying down. So just make sure you're warm enough, lie down and keep your legs bent. You're just bending one more time the legs towards, but stay there. Lie down. And then as we've done at the beginning, cross your right leg over the left. And then this time bend both legs towards you. And you can hold on to your shin bone. If you have trouble with your knees, you can hold on to your thigh. Be careful that you don't stick your chin up. Then you need a blanket under your head. And here now, as you're lifting your sacrum, the lumbar muscles are dropping to the floor. So keep your armpits away from your outer hips so that both sides of your trunk are even long. And then breathe into your sacrum bend. Now change the cross of your legs, and if you have interlocked your fingers, please change the interlock of your fingers as well. And then again, you press your legs down first towards the floor and then towards your face. And then feel your armpits. Let your armpits drop back into the floor. And your outer hips, take them away from your armpits. And then breathe. Breathe into your sacrum bend. And then release your legs and lie back in Shavasana. If you have something to place it on your forehead, use it. Turn your palms up a little bit more, Stefan. Turn your palms up just a little bit more. So first have more weight onto the back of your thumbs, just to start with. And then you release your fingers. Let them curl in slightly. And feel all the points of your back body touching the floor. And with every exhalation, let them all become heavier. Both legs and both arms are stretched out. And with every exhalation, become heavy. Have the sensation of becoming heavy. And then scan your body and allow gravity to work on your bones. Feel them glide downwards through the layers of your muscles and tissues. And feel if there's any area of your body resisting the pull of gravity. And then become aware of your mind. Notice the speed of your thoughts, the pulse of your thinking. Are any particular thoughts arising in this moment? And allow whatever thoughts that are present, just allow them to simply be. Just observe your body. Mentally, do a step inside of your body and feel if there's any tension anywhere, any holding, any gripping. And with every exhalation, let go. Allow the whole of your skin to become soft and sensitive. And completely let go. And notice how your awareness is expanding in the whole of your body. I remember Guruji always said, feel the inner body to expanding out to touch the outer body. And remember, we all have like a well inside of us, which is filled with tolerance, acceptance, joy. And we all have it. We just need to find find it. And once you found it, you can always call upon this feeling. That's why Shavasana is so important to do. Notice as well the changes that have occurred in your breathing. The breath is becoming slow and quiet. And only when the breath is slow and quiet, then your nervous system gets a rest. And only when the nervous system is resting, then the immune system can do its work. Otherwise, it's not possible. So completely let go. The floor is there to hold